Fog Entertainment back again with another video, and we're looking at season 2 of Sons of Anarchy, and we're looking at what if the League killed Juice, because of course Sam Crew are inside due to the failed hit at the Christian Centre in Marada Christian Centre, MCC. Oh aye son, Ethan Sobel will be there with bells on, but of course it was a disaster for Sam Crew. They end up getting arrested. Clay and Jax look at each other like, you wanker. And he's like, oh aye, that was my fault, big man. That was my fault. But aye, Juice then inside does a few favours for the club. Ends up getting a rat kilt exposing him because he was trying to get some freaky time with Juicy. Juicy walks out, Shiv in the back, dead. Not quite dead, but this video is if he actually in fact died. Of course, Juice is perfectly fine. We see him get patched up in hospital, in the infirmary, even floats on Jax leaving Sam Crow. He's like, this patch, it's your family. Come on, Jax, don't leave, man, don't leave. But we're talking about what if Juice died. Well, I'll tell you what, if Juice died here, it would have been, of course, essentially, it would have been Lone Day in it, White Day in it, League Day in it, which, I mean, the retaliation is mad, because you think it. It's like they went to like such extremes with like the Christian Centre. It's like even when Sam Crow got out here, like see in episode 8, they don't like immediately go for retaliation. You know, it's like a few episodes time, like shit happens, and you know you get the whole thing where they attack the guns where Weston is. He's like, you have no idea how bad your timing is, stuff like that. But you know, if Just died, I think I probably would have sped up things. I mean, again, like, because you would have had Chibs lying in a fucking, basically a coma, Just dead, and Otto literally having nothing. But in terms of long-term effects here of Juice being killed by the League, well, let's look forward to season 4, because if Juice is dead, then who do they turn to Rico? Of course, for the past, they use Otto Delaney, but they need somebody for the present, and they use Juice because he's got the Black Daddy connection. Not the Black Daddy that he almost had in jail, the Black Daddy that he actually has in real life. Well, not in real life, but in the show. I don't know what colour Fio Rossi's parents are, but, you know, in the show, his dad's black, but he's trying to keep that a wee secret from the club. Your dad is black, like African black, as Roosevelt so keenly wants to tell him. But yeah, so who would have stole the brick? Nobody would have stole the brick. Juice wouldn't have been able to do it because he's dead. He then wouldn't have been able to like tag team with Clay in season 5. Then what would have happened with Tara killing Gemma? But yeah, and again, all this stuff might not happen because, you know, Gemma, Tara going to jail because of Rico giving the cross to Otto. I mean, it just shows you like how like some insignificant moments just would have massive effects later down the line, and this is Exhibit A, and that's what I like about Sons. Like, I'm not saying every single character in the show plays a massive deal, but you know, like more or less, like 90% of the characters will have a pretty big role later down the line, like Jury. Like when they patch him over, like, and even when he appears in season 6, you think nothing of it, but he's essentially the guy that gets Jax killed, you know? Like, obviously Jax does it himself, but, you know, if Jax doesn't get that mayhem folk, he might not be able to find the way out that he needs that would have suited the ending, so, you know, it just shows you. But just what would have happened? Maybe he wouldn't have ratted in the club because he'd been dead. He went out a hero. Instead, just went out a rat, and quite sad for him. But anyway, guys, that's what would have happened if League had killed Juice. Retaliation, maybe a wee bit quicker, and he wouldn't have ratted, so Juice would have been a good guy.